Before the video starts, I just would like to say, if you enjoyed this kind of content, consider subscribing with notifications at any point in time. I'd very much appreciate it. Anyways, that said, let's get right into the video. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the map of Skyblock, so a new map will start up soon. Currently, there is no set date as of right now, but the reason I'm making this video is so I can give some people who don't know how to start some advice on what to do and how to progress on the server, so you could probably get some good ranks, V-kits, and all sorts of stuff. Some of these tips you may already know, but I'm gonna go over some of them because I do want to inform people about these ways to progress on the server. So without further ado, let's go to the island and let's get right into this. So the first thing most people tend to usually go for is a skill, and I recommend going for the farming skill right off the bat, and the reason for that is pretty simple. It's the easiest to get done. It just takes time to make the farms, and if you're trying to actually get up your island perk for your island size to make your island a 250 by 250 island, it's probably the best option, as well as going for the crop growth speed, because early game cactus is a very good way to make money. Later into the map, of course, cactus becomes pretty much useless because the economy inflates over time as the map goes on, of course. So that's why I haven't even expanded on this cactus farm since I last made my cactus video, because we're already at that point where there's just no point to do that. But early game, I recommend investing in cactus. One thing I highly recommend for people who only have one Minecraft account, consider getting your Bedrock Edition account up, because if you have a Java account, I believe you have a Bedrock account. So my advice is to probably go ahead, figure out how to log on Akuma MC. If you need help with that, join the Discord, the Akuma MC Discord. What's in the description? The staff will probably help you figure out how to log in with that. But using that account is like a complete separate one compared to your Java. So you can use that for AFKing while you're grinding skills or doing other things, just so then you can AFK robots and all sorts of other stuff that you want to make money from. So if you wanted to make a spawner farm, you could put a Bedrock account that you have here, because you get one with your Java, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but correct me if I'm wrong. Another way to make a good amount of money, or just keys in general actually, is by the key alls. So there's 2 times within a day, it's within the Discord as well, in the events channel in the Akuma MC Discord, they announce when there are key alls, and they give out certain amount of keys for, like, let's say Cloud, Storm, and Tempest. And over the map, they do scale, so they give more keys over time. So when the next key all comes up, for me at least, when I'm recording this, I'll probably get like 10 plus stacks of just keys in general. But when the map is fresh, of course, you're gonna make way less because they don't want to inflate the economy straight away. But they're still really good, because the reason I wanted to mention those keys is because if you open keys, you have a chance to get value tickets. And the first thing I want to say, they have an expiration date. You can read it. You can do the EST conversion for your time zone, because this is Eastern Standard Time is when it does expire. So try to convert that with like a time zone converter. But anyways, the point is, these value tickets are very, very useful, and not for you to claim them. If you're playing with friends and not really competing for Island Top, what most likely you will not be competing for Island Top, the odds of you getting on Island Top are very slim. Even I know it, that I can't do it. A solo could never do it because it's a team-based thing. And even with like 3 or 4 people, you would need to be consistent, or else you're not getting even top 5 placement. So I just don't recommend going for Island Top, but I recommend gathering money so you can do GC deals. And I'm gonna go into depth on what I mean by GC. It is basically a gift card. So you get gift cards from Island Top, and you also get gift cards when you purchase them if you want, let's say, or you can get them from the Battle Pass if you have the premium one. And GC is permanent, or the gift cards are permanent, so people trade them around for, let's say, billions of money currency for 5 GC. You just have to make sure you don't get scammed, and make sure you take screenshots of things when trading with people on like Discord or whatnot. I've done it personally at one point, and I've made a ton of GC in previous maps, of course. And there's also coupons. What you do get, the coupon currency from the Meads PayPal enchant. What is still a very low chance to get that up and get a ton of money from this, because you do have to grind a lot to get the coupons currency, what is considered BC, what is a currency that once it's redeemed or in a form of a code, it has a week until it expires. So buying BC is not really a great option unless you're gonna spend it instantly. GC is something you can use to stock up permanently. And that's how most of these top ranked players have their top ranks. They don't even spend money on the server. I'm gonna be straightforward. Most of these legend ranks that cost like around like $200, these people spend $0. They've just played the server and know how to obtain GC by selling in-game currency to players that are willing to give them GC for that currency. currency or items, for example. I don't think a lot of people know about that, and I thought I'd preference that, so in case people want to learn how to do that, it's pretty simple. You just trade stuff. That actually has a value though. And one thing that has a good value is the value tickets that I was mentioning. If you have double chests, so like a full 2 chests next to each other, so right now late into the map, you need a few double chests to even make a few GC, like 5 GC or something. You need a decent bit. You need a few double chests at this point to even get 5 GC. And a lot of players don't know, if you AH search VKit, players sell VKit shards on AH. You don't have to spend money. Players literally sell these for billions of dollars, so if you just grind the money in game, you can buy one. Well, personally, I would recommend doing. But value tickets have a big price. Like right now, I believe a stack is 200 million, and Battle Top is quite literally in the trillions for some players, not many though. I know this video is me wandering around a lot, but it's really just me giving advice for players that want to play on the server and get stuff for free, as well as just learn how to start on Akuma MC. Another currency you can obviously go for is gems. It doesn't have high of a value, I feel like, as money does. So prioritizing robots over, let's say, a spawner farm is not my personal preference, but I'd say it's still pretty good. You could trade the gems for money, so it's still technically a good source of making money if you have robots and having spawners down at the same time. One thing I recommend getting if you can obtain these is generators. You can get key generators that give you a ton of keys. You just gotta AFK them, of course. That's why the Bedrock account comes into play. A thing players also do right now is sell items within shops to make a decent bit of money as well. I highly recommend that as well. It's a good method to sell spawners that you won't use. So like all these Endermen, we have sold about a few double chests of these, made a few billion off of these, even though like they're not that high of value. Eventually someone will buy those. I'll try to reply to comments down below on this video. If you have any questions about anything on how to progress on the server, or anything that I didn't mention or mismentioned, of course, or didn't mention properly. But anyways, I do want to mention the next reset of Skyblock is coming up pretty soon, since we're 8 weeks into the map. So don't forget to keep looking at the Akuma MC Discord if you're ready for a Skyblock reset. They will announce it when it's ready to be announced, but it should be pretty soon, within the next week or two, I'm guessing at least. That's just my guess. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.